Hey boys, what is up? Now, warning, a little warning. Click off this video if you haven't seen the Europe Battle Royale, since I used the exact same map that I used for the Europe Battle Royale to do the Asia Battle Royale. But yeah, this is the Asia plus Australia Battle Royale, cause I wanted to include Australia somewhere. Now, I actually did do a previous attempt. It was like an hour and 40 minutes long. Spoiler alert for that. Borneo ended up winning, or Brunei ended up winning. But the footage had like this weird glitch thingy where like the bottom portion of the video was just corrupted. Like from the first cut to like the aftermath of that cut. Like, so basically I was dividing up the first country that got eliminated. I, paused, and then for some reason the glitch just got the video just got corrupted. But yeah, Norway was the winner of the previous tournament. Now we got all of Asia duking it out. And here we got the wheel. As you can see, we have a lot of countries here. So yeah. Alright, without further delay, let's shuffle this 5 times. And let's spin. Who will be our first nation eliminated? It will be Kuwait. Oh, alright. Kuwait is our first nation eliminated. Now, also last time I added some like extra gimmicks. Like, they could choose how many rebellions would release out of the dead nation. I'm probably gonna save that for another time. Alright, so we can only really divide this between Iraq and Saudi Arabia, because Iran got no borders on this, so yeah. Also, what I mainly do is I just get this eraser, I just do all of this, color pick, and then boom. Maybe it was because like the glitch was caused by the fact that I used like the 0.6 zoom, because I never actually used the 0.6 zoom for these types of videos. But next, second country down will be, oh please not, please no. Oh, Iraq! The country that literally just got their first expansion is now cooked. Alright, I think I remember dividing up this country very early on, so I'm gonna give Turkey a little bit of this. Syria will receive this, quite a bit of land. Jordan will take this territory. And the rest will be split between Iran and Saudi Arabia. And boom! Oh, what happened to Turkey? But yeah, here we go. Here's our new borders. Most of our changes have been in the Middle East, actually. Alright, but with no further distractions, next wheel spin. Let's see which country we will get. Japan! Ooh! A very massive country eliminated already. That's crazy. How am I even gonna divide this? Actually, I do know how we're gonna divide this. I think I did this type of division last episode, but I'm gonna give Taiwan these 2 pieces right here. I'm gonna give China this. South Korea will get this. North Korea will go all the way up to here, with Russia taking the rest. So I'm gonna actually visualize it just to make it more like clear. So Russia will get this land. North Korea will receive the lion's share, basically. South Korea will get some pretty good stuff. China will only receive this. And the rest is going to the Taiwanese. I'm a little bit more biased to Taiwan, because, I was there before. But yep, 4th nation down. Who will it be? It looks like... Oh... And that's our first oceanic country eliminated. We got New Zealand down. Alright, and there's only really... I'm gonna split this. Australia will get like the southern island. If I can stop freaking coloring the ocean. Alright, there we go. And Papua New Guinea will receive the northern island. Very simple division. We love those. Next country will be... Oh! Saudi Arabia. They were actually, last time I recorded this, they were in the finals. They were like top 5 or top 3. And now they are being eliminated this soon. Dang, I can't believe I actually have to divide up Saudi Arabia early. How am I even gonna do this? Alright, Yemen will receive this. Oman will receive this. The UAE will receive a tiny bit of land. Bahrain will receive a bunch of like the coastline. Qatar will receive most of the inland stuff. And the rest split between Jordan and Iran. Iran is doing major plays right now. Alright. And boom, that's Arabia divided. We got a little Mittel Arabia like right down here. Alright, yeah, sorry if there's any like weird and awkward cuts in the video. It's just that I want to make sure this glitch doesn't happen again. But next country will be Armenia. Ooh. Alright, pretty interesting. Also very controversial. Because Turkey is gonna get some land out of this. Alright, I'm gonna give Georgia the northern stuff. I'm gonna connect Azerbaijan's like exclave. The rest is going to Turkey, which is gonna be very bad for the Armenian population there, because they're cooked. Armenian Genocide 2.0 confirmed by the new world update. There's a new event. Yeah, Turkey got quite a lot out of this deal actually. Yeah. So far, our biggest expander is probably Iran, with Turkey and Jordan. Actually, no. Iran, Jordan, and Turkey being our greatest expanders. Although, to be fair, we haven't really had any activity outside of the Middle East. Also, yes, I did bring back Turkey and Russia, because I wanted to give them another chance, you know, even though they got eliminated pretty late, or like, you know, Russia got eliminated pretty early, Turkey got so close to winning, but I wanted to give them a second chance, you know, maybe one of them could win, and then maybe they could eliminate the Greater North Sea Empire. Who knows? Only time will tell. Next wheel spin. It will be Indonesia. Oh wait, no, the Maldives. Another one of the countries that did very well last time I did this. They got like all of Australia for a bit, for like one turn before getting eliminated. And ironically enough, the very nation that took that land was, I think it was like East Timor. I don't know why I said ironically enough. Next you'll spin. So far we're getting all the countries that did very well out of the way. And we have Azerbaijan. Damn, the Armenians really took them down. That, like, from the friggin' afterlife. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a comedian type stuff here. Alright, Georgia. Oh, okay, wait, I forgot I had that. Alright, Georgia will get the north, like right around here. Turkey will receive this. Azerbaijan's gonna take this. And the rest is gonna be split between Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan. Why? Because they haven't expanded yet. Simple. Georgia, Turkey, and Iran have already expanded for at least like one turn, so I feel like it'd be kind of fair. I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of unfair if I didn't give the nations that haven't expanded land. I mean, I theoretically could have just given it all to just like this, all to Turkmenistan, but wanted to make things more interesting. So yeah, we're splitting up these borders. And boom! That's our peace deal. Next wheel spin. Let's see what we get. Oh! And... No, please don't. Oh, I'm cooked. There goes my YouTube revenue if I ever had any. Palestine! Now, good thing Israel hasn't expanded yet, so I can give them some justification to taking... Okay, wait, this is gonna get extremely controversial. I'm gonna give most of the territory to Jordan, actually. Mainly, I mean, it seems kind of unfair because Israel hasn't expanded yet. And I gave, like, Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan some bonus points because they haven't expanded yet, but I couldn't do the same for Israel. The thing is, Israel's, I don't know, I just kind of didn't want them to expand into Palestine. I was hoping they would both get eliminated. But yeah, that's Israel and Jordan's division of Palestine. Next country. This has nothing to do with politics. It's only for fun. I had to clarify that in the Europe video. And Indonesia! But I think like they were very close to winning the game. They like revived themselves as the Java Caliphate. But now, they're getting cooked. Now this is mainly a division between East Timor, Philippines, Malaysia, and Papua New Guinea. So I'm just gonna do these borders. Also Singapore. I forgot that they were here. Alright, I'm gonna give them like a little Mediterranean type of empire. The Singaporean lake is now a thing. I'm gonna give them all of this too. There we go. And boom, that's Indonesia divided. I forgot to get rid of that little skirmish. There we go. So Malaysia got some stuff. Indonesia got like a little Roman Empire going on. Timor-Leste has expanded to encompass all of Timor. Plus like they have the capital of Indonesia now. Philippines got some stuff. Papua New Guinea reunited their island. So yeah, probably the biggest division so far. Next country will be Vietnam. Alright, Vietnam. I remember, again, there's gonna be a lot of references to the last time I recorded this. But I did this little funny gag where Laos wouldn't get any coastline, and then, like, for like 2 turns. And then Vietnam ended up getting eliminated, so they ended up getting all of Vietnam's, like, coastal provinces. So, yeah, I'm kinda just yapping about that. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about, because I actually permanently deleted that video. I don't have any plans to like, I mean, even if I didn't permanently delete it, I still wouldn't have any plans to like put the video up, considering I don't think it would be that popular, considering, you know, like the glitch. So yeah, Laos is massive now. I think they doubled in size. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, China gets like the little northern tip up here. And here's the map so far. Not much differences. If you look west, there's a lot of differences. If you look east, there's a lot of differences. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of differences. Only really like up north and like right around here, like all the way from Afghanistan to like Thailand, there isn't really any changes. So yeah, hopefully they can pick up the pace and start getting some countries eliminated. Let's see who we'll have taken down. North Korea. Oh, why are 2 controversial countries right next to each other? North Korea and Israel. What the hell? Alright, but I'm gonna divide their colony in Japan between the Russians and the South Koreans, like right around here. And Korea itself will be divided between China and South Korea. I gave China more because South Korea is gonna get the North Korean Japan colony. I'm also gonna give Russia this random ass island right around here. There we go. And whoopam! Alright, yeah, China got quite a bit of stuff. South Korea definitely benefited the most though. Next country is gonna be Taiwan. Oh, alright, there goes the Taiwanese. Obviously we're gonna hand over their island to the Philippines. Just kidding. I'm gonna give China some stuff though. I'm gonna give them this island and also like the northern bit of Taiwan. You know, I just had to give the Philippines something. And their Japanese colony will go to South Korea, or like the other part of their Japanese colony is going to South Korea. South Korea doing very well this game. Japan, Taiwan, and North Korea have already been eliminated, with China and South Korea and Russia being the only countries left in that region. So, next country, who will we take down? And it looks like we're getting rid of Yemen. Oh, yup, we're getting rid of Yemen. I think this is another very easy division. Actually, no, yeah, I don't think, yeah, it wasn't. I'm gonna give like some stuff to Qatar. The rest will go to Oman. So like this. The rest is going to the Great Oman Empire apparently. I feel like, yeah, I think I remember they were like pretty they like did this, I believe, in the last time I recorded this. They were like under like a new government because they just so happened to get like the rebellion option, and I had to release them as like a separate government, not the main one, and they're like the Omani SSR. Next country. We've already got 14 nations down, so it looks like we're gonna get rid of Kyrgyzstan. I think this is the country that got like 3rd place last time. So yeah, this was one of like the top ones. I think first place was Brunei. The second place was the revived Weststralia, because like they were like a releasable nation from Australia, because they got the rebel option, I believe. And third place was Kyrgyzstan, which is kind of sad. They were like under the Neo-Timurid Empire. This time, they didn't even do any expansion. That kind of sucks. You know, I was kind of rooting for Kyrgyzstan. But yeah, I'm gonna give this to Tajikistan. This to China. This little piece right here to Uzbekistan. And the rest is going to Kazakhstan. Yeah, pretty sad. This was one of the biggest nations. I think they had like all of Arabia plus most of Russia. Like Asian Russia, obviously, not European Russia, because that's the Norse territory. But, and now they are already eliminated, one of the earliest nations to go out. Dang, that kind of sucks. I guess we still have Kazakhstan to carry their legacy, because I believe Kazakhstan is occupying their capital right now, like this area. So I'm not talking about really politics, of course. I'm talking about the game. Tajikistan's kind of like, you know, it looks like a horse. Next, wheel spin. And it looks like we will get the next country eliminated will be India. Oh, India eliminated so soon. I think this has got to be our biggest elimination yet. I think it is. Oh, that's a lot of territory to divide up. First, I'm gonna give Burma a little bit of coastline, like right around here. I'm gonna give Sri Lanka all of South India. China will receive some territory, like right here and right here. Bhutan will receive this. Bangladesh will receive, I think, this. Yeah, there we go. I'm feeling funny. Nepal is gonna receive this, and the rest will go, unfortunately, to Pakistan. So I missed out on like I think like 1.5 billion views. So that kind of sucks. I mean, like, hey, you can't blame me, alright? It's the wheel that decided India gotta go, not me. Alright, Sri Lanka will receive this. Burma will receive this. And the Andaman Islands, I think that's what they're called, will go to Malaysia, because, you know, I gotta give them some. Actually, maybe I'll give the northern part to Thailand, yeah, because they haven't expanded yet. So yeah, and boom, China has been expanding a lot, but it's very subtle, kind of. We got a Neo-Mughal Empire. Bhutan and Nepal have expanded, and also Bangladesh. These 3 countries, I think they were like the last 3 countries to expand into someone's territory. Now they're actually doing something. It's just, I think Borneo or Brunei, actually Brunei and Afghanistan, I believe, are the only countries that haven't expanded. I was about to see Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, but they expanded into the Caucasus. So, next country. Who will die? And it looks like we will get... Oh! Russia already? Dang! It looks like Russia has, fumbled, you could say. Alright, it looks like Russia will not be taking down the Neo North Sea Empire because they're being taken down already. Alright, I'm gonna give their Japanese colony to South Korea. Alright, let me just like... I'm just gonna shut up and color in the borders. Nah, just kidding, I'm not gonna shut up. Alright, give them that, Sakhalin. Boom. Doing some Japanese Empire type stuff. They're about to reunify Japan actually under their banner. We just need to... Well, they just need to eliminate the Chinese. And now it's time for the 3 countries that benefit the most from this. Mongolia, which I just realized they haven't even expanded yet, but now they have. China, receiving all of the far eastern coast. And Kazakhstan, let's go. I think they did this last round, so. And boom! Alright, South Korea has most of Japan. China has most of the Far East, or all of the Far East. Mongolia got some stuff. Kazakhstan got the Ural Mountains. Next, wheel spin. 2 big countries in a row. Next wheel spin will be Papua New Guinea. Alright, they just united their cool little island, and now they're already dead. Okay, so... Okay, wait, hold on. Alright, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give this part, right here, to Timor-Leste. Australia will have this, plus their little Zealand colony. The rest will go to the Philippines. It's like right here. It's gonna color it in. So I'm gonna color it in. There we go. Alright, Timor-Leste. Alright, I'm just gonna call you Timor from now on. And Australia. So now, all these countries border each other. Scary. The Philippines is doing very well. And yeah, they get to have New Zealand. So now all of Oceania is almost united. Next, wheel spin. 34 nations left. And it looks like we have Iran! Ooh, another country that expanded a lot. Eliminated. Dang. And it looks like Afghanistan finally gets to have some. I'm gonna connect Turkmenistan's little colony. Afghanistan will have this. Pakistan will have some tiny lands. The UAE and Oman will have this part, with like Oman having like the smaller share. Bahrain will reach all the way up to here. And the rest will be split between Jordan, Syria, and Turkey. Alright. Pakistan has expanded a lot. Turkmenistan got to connect their colony. Turkey expanded a little bit. Hopefully Turkey at least alright. Oh wait, I forgot Lebanon hasn't expanded. Jordan is massive. Syria is stretching. And yeah. Next, wheel spin. Who will we take down next? And it looks like we're gonna take down Oman! Another Middle Eastern country already dead. Oman. First of all, I'm gonna give their colony to Pakistan, and the rest will be split between Qatar and the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Alright, Pakistan will have this. Already doing major division. Why is the Middle East getting all the action around here? Like, honestly, they're getting all the action. Like, South Asia and Southeast Asia, and also East Asia got a lot. But Middle East is the main, like, hot spot for eliminations, apparently. And also the main hot spot for controversy, because Israel got to expand. And not Lebanon. They couldn't expand into Lebanon, so they decided to attack Palestine. Yeah, Jordan had to take the reins, you know. And I'm also gonna give them Socotra. Alright. Boom! New Oman borders. Well, they don't even exist, so I can't even call them borders. Next wheel spin will be The Philippines? Oh, the Philippines is already eliminated. Oh. Alright, first of all, China will receive Taiwan and you know what, I'm not gonna give them Luzon. Instead, I'm gonna give Laos Luzon. It's like right here. Alright. Boom. There you go. Cambodia will receive this. Plus my hometown. Like my home area. So I'm officially Cambodian, apparently. Malaysia will take all of Philippines' stuff, like right around here. Alright. Their Papua New Guinea colony, I'll deal with that later. They're also gonna take Mindanao. Palawan will go to Brunei. Why? Because they haven't expanded yet. Simple. They're one of the only countries that haven't expanded yet. I'm actually gonna split their Papua colony, their Guinea colony. Australia will have this, and the Timor will have the rest. So, bam. Alright, just gonna clean up these borders right after. I'm just gonna sink these random ass islands into the ocean. People probably live there, but I don't like it. That sounded so weird out of context, but like, you get my point. It makes the map look messy and stuff. Boom, there we go. And now to split. I think I'm like over 20 minutes into the video now, so that's nice. I just jugged the band director. I got a brand new saxophone. Alright, Australia got some stuff. Timor-Leste got some stuff. Malaysia's massive. Cambodia has an empire, like a colony. And oh wait, I forgot about China. Just gonna color them in. There we go. Alright. Looks like China is one of our main expanders here. Here's what the map's looking like so far. Next country eliminated is the Thunder Dragon Empire. Bhutan. Dang, they don't really have much land that I can use to divide up. Zoom in here. And right here. Yeah. Nepal will have this. China will have this. And I'm just gonna give Bangladesh the rest except for this area, which will go to Burma. And boom! I like how China got all of actual Bhutan. These three just split up Bhutan's Indian stuff. So next we'll spin. See what we get. It looks like we will get Sri Lanka, another country that did very well, but now they're unfortunately eliminated. There's really, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna give all of mainland Ceylon to Malaysia, and I'll split up their Indian colony between Pakistan, which will actually no, Bangladesh will receive this, and the rest goes to Burma. Sorry, Pakistan, but Bangladesh has a better claim. You gotta eliminate them first, though. So yeah, here's Burma's got like a little colony. If Bangladesh gets eliminated, they can probably like connect it with their mainland, and we're gonna have a Burmese empire. All right, next we'll spin. 29 nations left. Let's see who we will get. It looks like we will get China. China eliminated this or like already. Damn. Oh, I just realized Mongolia is here. Oh, we're gonna have a Neo-Mongol empire in our hands. You know what? I'm not even gonna show you guys how I'll divide China. I'll just show you guys like right after. And boom! That's China divided. Korea's got an empire now. They're reviving the whole Japanese empire thing with under Korea. Mongol empire is back. Kazakhstan's doing their own Mongol empire. Burma's got some stuff. Laos has like most of like the southern mainland China. The Himalayas empire is here. Pakistan got some subtle stuff. Tajikistan doubled in size. So yeah, very massive division. We already have 3 of our biggest nations already out, except oh, Bangladesh is now out. RIP. That means Myanmar will finally be able to connect their little colony of India. Alright, so I'm gonna give them I'm gonna give Burma most of the stuff, like right here. Pakistan will receive some stuff, and Nepal will also get some stuff. But yeah, China, Russia, and India already being eliminated is crazy. I think one of our only major nations left is Turkey and Australia and maybe South Korea. Yeah, those are our only like major nations left. But we got some new major nations along the way though. We got a big Burma, a big Nepal, a big Pakistan, a big Laos, a big Mongolia. So yeah, we have way more superpowers. Yeah, Nepal is doing like some Himalayas empire type of thing. Alright, next wheel spin. I think Nepal is one of the endgame countries actually. Oh, and it looks like Uzbekistan will get eliminated. We're over halfway. 26 out of 26 countries eliminated, and Uzbekistan is the next country to die. Alright, so I'm gonna give Kazakhstan this stuff, Tajikistan this stuff, and Turkmenistan will take the rest. Very simple division, really. You know, nothing too complicated. We appreciate those around here. Also, I just realized, I'm pretty sure Tajikistan actually has Uzbekistan's capital, because I think their capital is like right around here. Also, from what I've heard in world history, the Soviets made like these borders very complicated on purpose, so like they wouldn't try and gain independence, or at least like they'd crash, like their country would get cooked the moment they get independence. I think that's what I've heard, but I think that is the case. I'm also gonna connect this. There we go. Kazakhstan's doing some stuff, you know, the 2 Mongol empires. Next wheel spin. Who will it be? Who will it be now? And it looks like it's the United Arab Emirates going down. They got a pretty good empire going on. But since alright, I'm gonna split their Persian colony between Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bahrain. And their mainland, their Arabian stuff, will go to the Qatar Empire. Apparently, there's a lot of new empires forming out of these old dead countries. We're really giving these tiny countries a place in the world stage. I mean, like who's heard of a Bahrain until now? In this world, at least. Also, in this world, I feel like the United States would have done something the moment Taiwan got eliminated. But they can't do anything about it. They just gotta wait for their turn, unfortunately. So... alright, and boom! Qatar is surprisingly uniting Arabia. Alright, Pakistan's looking very long. Burma, actually no, Afghanistan's looking kinda long. So, next wheel spin. We're about to reach 30 nations eliminated. Who will we take down? And it looks like it will be Laos. Oh wait, no, Cambodia. Ooh, there goes Cambodia. Alright. I'm gonna give their Filipino stuff. I'm gonna give some to Malaysia. Mainly though, Borneo. Including the place where I live. Like right here. Alright. Oh my friggin'. Alright. Yeah, Borneo is kind of doing their whole... I keep on calling them Borneo. Brunei. Brunei is doing that whole like Borneo Caliphate thingy or whatever it was called. I forgot. As for their mainland, I'm gonna split them between Thailand. This is Thailand's first major expansion. Meanwhile, Laos has nearly united Indochina. I think at this point I can consider this as a united Indochina with the Philippines, and also a little bit of actual China. Hilarious. Alright, next you'll spin. The wheel's slowly getting smaller. Who will we take down? Oh, and there goes the Neo-Mongol Empire. Oh, they're already dead. All right. All right. I'm gonna actually show you guys how I'll split this country up. So, Nepal and Burma will get a tiny bit of territory, like right around here. Mainly though, Korea and also mainly Kazakhstan will do the. Alright, I'm gonna connect their stuff here. So it should be like this. I'm gonna color in Nepal and Burma, and Kazakhstan will take the rest. Oh my days, that is a blue flashbang. But yeah, Kazakhstan is now reviving the Mongol Empire for the revive the Mongol. It's like the third like Mongolian Empire, and it's actually kind of the case because you know they have the Mongol Empire as like capital and stuff. Korea is also doing their whole thing, like the Korean hyperstate, I think it was, the Finno-Korean hyper war or something. I forgot. It would have been really funny if South Korea won this war, and then Finland won the tournament, the last one, the Europe one. They're actually kind of close to doing that, or they were kind of close. But boom, that's the Mongol Empire divided. You know, Kazakhstan is kind of looking like Russia right now. Who's next? And another victim of Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. Eliminating all the Stan nations. Okay, first of all, first order of business. I'm not actually gonna connect Kazakhstan's like Caucasian claims. I'm gonna give Turkey some stuff, Syria some stuff, Afghanistan some stuff, and Tajikistan some stuff. So, yeah. Alright, if this was another... If I actually did one of like, I forgot his name, but like one of his rules, I believe, was that like only one country can annex another country, I believe. I forgot where it was from. But if we did that, then best believe Kazakhstan probably would have done their whole thing, but they can't do their whole thing, so... I'm pretty sure Kazakhstan was also one of the late endgame countries last time I tried this. Yeah, that's right. I'm referencing that quite a lot. So, I mean, I can kind of talk about it because I'm not really gonna end up releasing the video because, you know, it got friggin' deleted. Because, like, why else would I leak the winner of that video? But yeah, Afghanistan is actually kind of massive. I mean, you know, they doubled, probably tripled in size. And Turkey is looking very long in one direction. Next wheel spin will be... Who will it be now? And Bahrain! It was so close to eliminating Indochina. But yeah, now Laos, sorry, Bahrain is eliminated. I'm gonna do this, 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 this. Actually, I'm gonna make it more clear. Boom, 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 and boom. Alright, all I gotta do now is clean up these borders, and we're gonna move on to the next wheel spin. I think that's like over 30 countries eliminated now. I think. Probably not. But yeah. Israel hasn't expanded in quite a while. Lebanon is probably the only country that hasn't expanded at all. Probably. I think they are. Yeah, that was zesty as hell. What the hell? Oh yeah, they are the only nation that haven't expanded because... Oh my days, and I thought... Yeah, we're slowly starting to run out of countries. Yup, over 30. Yup, alright, next wheel spin. Who will it be now? And it looks like Pakistan! is our 32nd nation eliminated. Rest in peace? Rest in peace. Alright, so Burma will get some stuff. Nepal will get like a lot of stuff. Tajikistan will get some stuff. Afghanistan will get some stuff. And Qatar and Syria will also get some stuff. Syria is actually just wiggling their way into the Persian Gulf. Or I should call it the Qatari Gulf, because like now they're massive. But yeah, only these. Alright, I'm just gonna skip. Afghanistan is low-key kind of thick. All these countries are, well, not all of them, because you can barely see Lebanon and Israel in the background. Also, I'm gonna give Turkey China's old color, because why not? And alright, yeah, that's about all the color changes I'll do. Next wheel spin. 20 nations left. Who will go down? And it looks like Lebanon! Alright, Lebanon, that's what you get for not doing anything. You immediately get eliminated. Now, I am gonna consider for Israel here, and I'm gonna give them a majority of the land, except for this tiny, very tiny northern portion, which will go to Syria. So, yeah. Israel has finally decided to lock in. They were like, alright, yeah, I don't need to do any more work. I just need to eliminate Palestine, and that's about it. And no, Israel decided to lock in. The one country everyone on TikTok doesn't want to lock in. Alright, next wheel spin. Boom. Who will be eliminated? Please not Kazakhstan. Oh! Kazakhstan! Oh, there goes the third Mongol Empire. Rest in peace. I think maybe that's what happens if I... Dang. I was low-key rooting for Kazakhstan to win. But a lesson in life is you can never get what you want. But this is luck-based, so... Alright, I'm gonna give Afghanistan most of this. I'm gonna give Georgia and actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna give Georgia a colony like right around here. And Turkey will take this. So it's gonna look something like boom. Actually, no, not that. Boom. And boom. Afghanistan will take this. Tajikistan is gonna expand a lot, actually. They're gonna probably like quintuple from their previous size. Oh, it looks like we found the fourth Mongol Empire. It wouldn't really be fair to give all of this territory to Korea. So, I'm gonna give a lot of stuff to Nepal. Like this. Which still looks pretty unfair, but it's slightly less unfair. There goes Korea. Alright. And boom! That's the third Mongol Empire dead. Next, wheel spin. Imagine if South Korea dodged that. And we're going to eliminate Jordan! It was so close to eliminating Timor-Leste. I do not want to eliminate all those islands. Oh, this is Israel's first like major expansion. Like territory-wise. I'm gonna give Syria most of this. Actually, this is a really simple division. Boom. And it kind of looks like Qatar has Saudi Arabia's borders a little bit. Syria doesn't look stretched, and Israel is thick, which we kind of don't want around here. Because, like, you know, I'm sorry, Israel. It's just that it's gonna get real political. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not even gonna have a comment section. Like, I'm gonna disable my comments, cause... Well, I mean, there is slightly less Free Palestine stuff on YouTube, so... Alright, but yeah, here's what the world is looking like so far. Australia is low-key chilling. The Asia is in chaos. That's kind of to be expected, because there's only one Australian country left. And the next country is Thailand! Alright! Thailand is now gone. So, actually, yeah, another pretty simple division. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give these islands to Burma now, since they have most of like the Indian stuff, like the South Indian stuff. And this is mainly gonna be a division between Malaysia, Burma, and Laos. Laos gets to actually call themselves Indochina. Because, you know, like French Indochina. You know? You guys get it? Badumts. Yeah, this is getting kind of awkward. I probably should have just like paused this part, but I don't even care at this point. All right, Burma gets that, and boom. All right, the borders are looking insane. All right, next you'll spin. Who will be eliminated? Who's next? Nepal! Oh, there goes the Himalayas! They're finally down. Alright, so again, this is gonna be a very simple division, mainly between Afghanistan and Burma, with Tajikistan and South Korea getting some stuff, like right around here. And I will quite literally split this up. It's like, right there we go. Alright, boom. Wait, no, not that. Boom. Freaking. Alright, boom. Right up here. Boom. Right up here. Boom. Alright, I'll skip this. And boom, Burma's low-key kind of looking like India right now. And South Korea is really massive. Next wheel spin. Who will it be? And Afghanistan. Oh wait, Laos! Laos has been eliminated! Afghanistan, you live to see another friggin' day. First of all, their Filipino and Taiwanese stuff will be split between Malaysia and, okay, if I can color it in properly. Mainly Brunei, I was about to say Borneo again. This is gonna get most of this stuff. So like, here. And they're also gonna get Taiwan. As for their mainland stuff, South Korea will take the coast. The rest will go to, you know what, I'm gonna give Singapore some. There we go. They haven't expanded in quite a while. They did like one expansion and called it a day. Obviously, Burma will take this, Korea will take this, and I'm gonna also give Brunei Hainan. It said that in kind of like a Filipino accent. But yeah, alright, let's clear these borders. Yeah, South Korea is kind of looking like if Japan won World War II, except they don't have all like the Southeast Asian stuff. So yeah, here's what the borders are looking like. I think our strongest nations, I think like if I had to pick a top 5, they'd be South Korea, Burma, Afghanistan, Qatar, either Qatar or Malaysia, and Australia down there. I bet y'all forgot Australia was even in this game. 40 nations, we're nearing the end. And Turkey! Oh, there they go. Turkey has been eliminated. Rest in peace to the Turks. They have fallen. Now I want to do a little something, like a little funny. I'm gonna give Afghanistan, you know, that. And I'm gonna split Turkey, but I'm gonna give Georgia most of the land, which means that the Christians are back in Constantinople. Well, I mean, they technically already were with that part, but now they're in like Asian Constantinople. I think I remember when I did this, it was Armenia that did the Constantinople reconquest, and then literally the next turn, they got eliminated and it fell back into Muslim hands. So it would be really funny if Georgia was the next country that got eliminated. But yeah, we got a little Byzantine Empire going on. Next wheel spin. Who will it be? I swear if it's actually Georgia. Oh, it's the country right above it. No, right above it, Israel. Now there's really only a few. You know what, Georgia, you're the Christian empire of today's video. You're gonna take the Holy Land back. So Georgia is now a fucking Crusader empire. Because, you know, they've reclaimed Constantinople. And they have reclaimed Jerusalem from the Islamic invaders. It would be really funny if Syria ended up getting eliminated. No, this is not Islam. This is not supposed to be Islamophobic. We got like Mesopotamia going on over here. So, next wheel spin. 12 nations left. Who will it be? And there goes our final oceanic country. The Aussies are down. Alright. I'm gonna make this a more interesting division. Obviously, I'm gonna give Timor-Leste all of Papua New Guinea. And I'm not just gonna... I mean, I will still give them some of Australia, but not all of it. They just get to have the majority. Like, right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make Malaysia take some of that. And I'm also gonna make Qatar and Burma down here. So, Qatar, get your ad down here. And same goes for you, Burma. Obviously Timor-Leste will get all of like the major stuff. Like all of this Australian coast. I'm pretty sure they got all the useful stuff actually. Because like this area right around here is useless. Actually no, I think Burma took the biggest L in this peace treaty, not gonna lie. They just got a bunch of sand. Or not really a bunch of sand, more like a bunch of like rocks. They got a bunch of cool rocks. So all the border changes is this. Boom. And now Malaysia, Qatar, and Burma are colonial powerhouses. That won't last for long, however. This is the final country before I'll do the next like rule. And Malaysia! Oh! Malaysia has collapsed. First off, let's get the Australian colony out the way. We're gonna divide it between Qatar, Burma, and Timor-Leste. I'm gonna make it so that they barely get the coast. You know, Timor-Leste got the smallest, but they got the most useful. That sounded so weird. That's what she said. That's quite literally what she said. Alright. Singapore, this time, will have the biggest part in this peace deal. Sulawesi, I think that's what it's called, will go to Timor-Leste. They're doing like an empire right now. The Timor Empire. And then I'm gonna divide this part between Borneo, or Brunei, well now they're Borneo, and Singapore. As for this part right here, the Philippines, Brunei will get all the stuff. So now we have like a Borneo-Philippine Union. And I'm gonna give most of this stuff to Burma, except for the actual Malay archipelago, which will also go to Singapore. So yeah, Singapore is now an empire of their own, honestly. But now it's time, I think like right after I do like write these borders, that's when the next rule will go into place. Alright, here we go. At least I think, yup. So, we have... the only countries left are the Crusader Empire of Georgia, Syria, Qatar, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, so that's 5, South Korea 6, Burma 7, oh wait, I forgot to color in this part. Alright, I'm just gonna give it to Qatar, because why not? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Borneo is 8, Malaysia is 9, and Timor-Leste as 10. So, we're gonna pull up with another wheel spinner. And we're gonna do ideology. So we're gonna do monarchy, theocracy, democracy, fascism, and communism. So we're gonna randomize it a lot. And the first country that will get their ideology is Brunei. I think last time they got monarchism, so let's see what they will get now. And it looks like they are a democracy. Alright, we're about to have a democratic Borneo. I think all I have to do is just search up Borneo flag. I'm gonna pick this one right here. Because like even though they don't have all of Borneo, you know, alright, Borneo Dem. Because you know I already have a Borneo file. And yes, I've been searching up this. Alright. So we're gonna do the United Borneo Republic. And we're gonna give them their cool little flag. I think I put it in my Asia folder. Yep, Borneo Dem. There we go. Next, wheel spin. This one will be for Qatar. So, let's see what we get. Another democracy! Alright. Let's see here. Democratic Qatar. I spelled that completely wrong. Ooh. Alright, hold on. I think I might do this one. This one looks kinda... Ooh, wait! Hold on. These designs are kinda fire! I don't know which one to pick. I guess I'll go with this one. Qatar. Again, credits to all the people that have made these cool looking flags. I'm gonna do the Arab Republic of Qatar. And I'm gonna give them their cool flag. Next up, Georgia. I'm praying they land on theocracy. I want them to be a theocracy. Please, please, yes! Let's go! Alright, we're gonna get a theocratic Georgia. Theocratic Georgia. They don't really have any like flags like right here. So I'm gonna do this one. I think this is like based on the Iranian flag. And it also has like the Crusader symbol. So Theocratic Georges. Yeah, why did they name it Georges? Alright. Holy Knights of Georgia. That's such an over-the-top name. And we're gonna give them their cool little flag. Next up is Tajikistan. I'm gonna count them as like the entirety of Central Asia because they're the only Central Asian country left. Another theocracy! Alright, you know what? I'm gonna remove these two from the wheel. So we're gonna have a theocratic Central Asia. And I'm now at 20%. Alright. I can't really find any, not gonna lie. Hold on. I'm gonna do alternate Central Asia flag. I want one that like reflects Islam the most. You know, with like over the top Islam. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Which one should I go with? Guess I'll go with this one. It looks more Republican, but yeah, Central. Yeah, the only reason I did that is because they have like a symbol. Holy Central Asia. Actually, no. Oh wait, they're an Islamic theocracy. Hold on. Caliphate of Central Asia. I'm gonna give them their cool flag. And next up, Singapore. Alright, let's see what they'll get. And we're gonna have a communist Singapore. Ooh. Alright, Singapore turned communist. Communist Singapore. Alright, which one will I go with? I'm probably gonna do this one, but this one seems more like theocratic. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll go with this one. This one looks okay at least. But is there any better ones? No. All right, I'll go with this one because it has the lion. Singaporean SSR. There we go. Alright, let's give them their flag. Alright, next stop is Burma. Which ideology will they roll on the wheel? Hopefully it's not communism again. And it looks like it's gonna get communism. Yup. Alright, communist. At this point I can do like a communist Southeast Asia, but I don't really want to do that, so communist Burma. Oh, I kind of want to do this one. Or this. Oh, that one looks sick. Alright, let's do that one. Burma. Alright. Burmese Soviet Federation. That's right, I'm not gonna do the SSR thingy. Let's give them their absolutely amazing flag right around here. Next up, Afghanistan. It would be really funny if they landed on either fascism or monarchy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into the advanced mode and I'm gonna lower the chances of, you know, I'm probably gonna heighten the chances of monarchism. Alright, next wheel spin. Hopefully they don't land on communism, otherwise I'm gonna re-roll. And it looks like I am gonna re-roll. Okay. Let's re-roll again. Let's see what we get. And we got a fascist Afghanistan. That's kind of awkward. I could literally just do the Taliban, but that seems pretty uncreative. Fascist Afghanistan flag, and that's a swastika. Oh, that one looks awesome. Alright, I'm gonna take this one. AFG. Alright, let's do the Afghan Caliphate. There we go. Also, I'm gonna differentiate Central Asia's caliphate, so I'm gonna do the Holy Caliphate of Central Asia. Next up, we only got 3 more. Let's see what the Koreans will roll. If they get communism, I'll actually take it. Oh, we were so close to getting a revival of Kim Jong-un, but it looks like we got fascism again. It would be really funny, because that would straight up just be a revival of North Korea. But these flags, they look kind of sick. Alright, let's go with like a Korean Empire type of flag. Oh wait, nope, alright, we got this one. But I don't know, that one has like not the right like thing. Oh, that one! Alright, let's choose this one. And I'm gonna do something simple. Simple. Like, alright, let's go Korea. I'm gonna do Greater Korea. Next up, we got Syria. Let's see what ideology they rule. Wait, we don't even have any monarchies. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this whole wheel. Syria and Timor-Leste will be monarchies since we don't even have a monarchy, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the rest of them will be monarchist. Syria. Oh wait, we do have a Kingdom of Syria. Alright, let's do this one, I guess. Oh wait, that one's an SVG. Is that gonna work? Let's try, I guess. And it looks like it doesn't. Oh, okay. Let's do this one instead. Yo, that one's better. Even though it's got like a friggin' crown in the middle for some reason. Alright. Mesopotamian Kingdom. Let's give them their flag. Right here. And the last country is Timor-Leste. We're probably gonna have to look for an Indonesian one, but ooh! Alright, well that's a bit awkward. The only monarchist flag I can find is a Portuguese one. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that instead. Royale Timor. Alright. And this is the final one. Boom! Here is all of our countries. We have a democratic Borneo, a democratic Qatar, a theocratic Georgia, a theocratic Tajikistan, a communist Singapore, a communist Burma, a fascist Afghanistan, a fascist Korea, and a monarchist Mesopotamia, and a monarchist Timor. There's kind of a pattern going on. So, let's shuffle it, and let's see which is the first formable nation to go down. And Burma! There goes 1 point for the communists. They're down. Alright. I haven't done one of these in quite a while. Like, quite a while, I mean like a few minutes, because I was too busy doing the whole, like, ideology stuff. Alright, Qatar will get all of the self stuff. Singapore will connect. Like, right here. Brunei will get some stuff. And the rest will be split between the fascists, Afghanistan and South Korea. I'm not gonna change their color because I kind of want to keep their OG colors from now on. So yeah. Alright, let's just skip this. And also, we're at the 1 hour mark. We were probably at the 1 hour mark a long time ago, but yeah. And boom, I just realized Borneo. Hold on. Actually, no. Timor-Leste. It's kind of like. Oh wait, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna give all of their Australian colonies to Timor-Leste because you know they didn't get anything from the BCL, so I'm gonna give them the colony. But Timor-Leste and Qatar are kind of like the colonial empires. Kind of lucky we managed to get like Australia in here so that like you know if Australia ever gets eliminated we can have like a colony. And boom, there we go. This is our new borders. 9 nations left. Let's shuffle again. Let's see who's dead next. Oh, and there goes our... Oh, wait. Oh, it looks like the Mesopotamian kingdom is down. Alright, well, there goes another monarchist, bro. Alright, Afghanistan will get some stuff. Qatar will get some stuff. But mainly, the Crusader Empire of Georgia is gonna get the stuff. Alright. Okay, now like at this point in the game, we're basically guaranteed a massive elimination. Because all of these countries are pretty big. Average at the very worst case scenario. So, boom. Afghanistan. And my goat, my personal goat, Georgia. Boom. Right here. Now with 8 remaining, let's see who will go down. And another fascist or a fascist. Oh wait, no, Borneo. Oh, there goes Borneo. They were eliminated. Oh, I just realized I'm just gonna wipe this island from the ocean and this one too. And these ones. Yeah, I'm gonna wipe those ones out. Let me just wipe everything out, like how I'm about to wipe out Borneo out here. Looks like the fascists don't lose an ally. Alright. I'm gonna give all of their Borneo stuff to Singapore. I'm gonna split the Philippines between Korea and not Borneo. Timor-Leste, I guess. Korea will have a lot of stuff now. That's nice for them. Looks like they got a new competitor in the Philippines. What the? Alright, now all I gotta do is just draw these new borders. Or like solidify, technically. It's 10 a.m. right now. It's been over 1 hour since I started recording this crap. If the glitch happens again, I might honestly just crash out. And now with 7 nations remaining, we have a monarchy, alright, yeah, whatever. Alright, next you'll spin. And it looks like no, Georgia, no! No! Georgia got eliminated! The Holy Knights of Georgia have been eliminated. And what's ironic is now we have two Islamic caliphates dividing up a Christian empire. I'm gonna give Qatar Constantinople. Dang. I was just yapping about how I was personally betting on the Georgians. But there they go. Rest in peace. Christianity is not having a good run. First they got overran by the pagans up north. Oh wait, I forgot, they still, hold on, they still have like this. I forgot they even had this. It looks like we got a bunch of Islamic countries here. And that are superpowers, but don't count out the Christians. They have... they don't have anything! Well, I guess Timor-Leste is like under the Portuguese, so they're technically Christian. And South Korea, I don't know what ideology they are. Alright, next country. Let's re-roll. Let's see who we get. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh, and just by a fraction, Tajikistan is out. Another very simple division. I'm gonna only split them between Afghanistan and Korea. The fascists are doing insane. I mean, I guess I was literally about to say I guess Afghanistan wouldn't be Islamic because fascists aren't all about religion. I don't know though. Alright, let's just squiggle in these little borders. We've only got 6 nations left. Oh my days, things are getting mad exciting. Alright, it's time to do that. And boom. Bada bing, bada boom. And now there's only 5 nations. Let's see who's next. And it will be... Oh, the fascists have taken a blow! Afghanistan has been eliminated. Oh my days, that is a massive empire to divide up. What's ironic is we have one of every ideology now. We have the democratic Qatar, we have the fascist Korea, the monarchist Timor, and the Soviet Singapore, which is actually really hilarious. So there goes the fascists in Asia. Well, not yet, but you know, they're taking a massive blow. But dang, we started off with so many major nations eliminated. Like, how did we manage to get Russia, India, and China eliminated? I swear, the major countries never win. I feel like it's kind of too early to judge that, but because like I've only done 2 of these, but yeah. So let's just do this right up here. And let's go all the way up here, take some stuff along the way, and boom. And now Korea is basically, like, I think like Qatar and South Korea are easily the strongest. But let's see who out of the 4 ideologies will be eliminated. And democracy goes down first. Qatar has been eliminated. Alright, how am I even gonna divide this up? Actually, I think I know. I'm gonna do... Oh wait, hold on, wait, I'm gonna do something hilarious. Timor-Leste, you will get all of Arabia. Yup, I'm not joking, they're getting all of Arabia. Now, don't count... Alright, yeah, Korea is still getting a lot of stuff. But Timor-Leste, not only they dominate Australia, but now they dominate Arabia. That's actually insane. Seemingly random nations are now dominating. South Korea Singapore and Timor. Why are all the why like 2 out of the 3 nations left are starting with the letter S? What the hell? Alright. Now, South Korea is in control of Constantinople. They're massive. But will this be their downfall? Who will be eliminated? And it looks like it will be Royalist Timor. Oh my days. You know what? I'm not even gonna waste time with the peace treaty. Dang, they just I forgot to color it in. All right. So I'm gonna give Singapore all of this stuff. South Korea will get the Philippines and all of Arabia. It's like this. So, and then there were only 2. We have the fascist Koreans up in the north, starting off expanding in Asia, East Asia, and then they came in through the Siberians, eliminated a bunch of nations over here, and even retaking Constantinople. And then we have the Soviet Singaporeans ruling the Indian Ocean. Or should I say, the Singaporean Ocean. These 2 countries are now in a standoff. Socialism versus fascism. Who will win? It will be, the nation eliminated will be... You know what? I'm gonna make this more fun. 1st to 3. So Vietnam is at 1 point. Let's see who will get the 2nd point. And Singapore wins again. I'm gonna make this more fair, and I'm gonna actually lower Korea's chances. I'm gonna lower them. I know, I only increased them, so I can only just increase Singapore's chances. Boom. There we go. Now, let's see if Singapore wins. Oh! Korea gets their 1st point! Alright. Let's see. Will Singapore win? Oh! It's a tie! It's 2-2! Alright, I'm gonna revive Korea's chances all the way back. There we go. And now, who will win? Fascism or socialism? The winner of the Asia Battle Royale is Singapore! Under the socialists, Korea has been eliminated! Oh my days! You know, I'm gonna give them a cool color to celebrate this. Alright, it looks like Korea has gone so far, but now they lost. And now the Soviets at Singapore have decided that Asia is the spot for where they will start the world revolution. They will then be competing, well, not directly, but they're gonna be able to compete against the fascist Norwegians under the North Sea Empire. It's crazy. We were about to have another fascist nation, but the Soviets at Singapore managed to take them down. It's scarily looking like real life, the way that the Soviets at Singapore were like kind of like the underdogs. Now Singapore gets to expand. Yeah, Asia is now theirs, I guess. I'm also gonna give them like some cool badass name or whatever. So yeah, let's do this. We're coloring everything in. Asia is now at the mercy of communism. This is exactly what the Americans feared, but they didn't expect it to be from friggin' Singapore, out of all nations. They were expecting a Chinese communist takeover, a Russian takeover, maybe even an Indian or Japanese takeover. But Singapore? Yeah, they did not see that coming. I'm gonna do this. Like, hold on, I'm gonna make it, there we go. Color it in. Let's erase all these borders. We don't need no borders where we're going. Dang. I actually expected Korea to win. First my bets were on Georgia, but then I wanted the Koreans to win. But nope. Let me go and get their flag. Now, Asia is united under the Great Asian Proletariat of Singapore. Now, the next victim is Africa. So make sure to like, subscribe, and goodbye. Actually, wait, hold on. I almost forgot to do something. The placements. So, we have Kuwait dead last, Iraq, Japan, New Zealand, Saudi Arabia, Armenia, Maldives, Azerbaijan, Palestine, Indonesia, Vietnam, North Korea, Taiwan, Yemen, Kyrgyzstan, India, Russia, Papua New Guinea, scroll down, Iran, Oman, Philippines, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, China, Bangladesh, Uzbekistan, UAE, Cambodia, Mongolia, Turkmenistan, Bahrain, Pakistan, Lebanon, Kazakhstan, Jordan, Thailand, Nepal, Laos, Turkey, Israel, Australia, Malaysia, the Soviets of Burma, the Mesopotamian Kingdom, Borneo Republic, Holy Knights of Georgia, Holy Caliphate of Asia, the Afghan Caliphate, Arab Republic of Qatar, Royal Timor, and Greater Korea. And Korea ended up losing the first to 3 to the Singaporean SSR. Kind of ironic, because the Singaporeans have avenged Burma. So, alright, yeah, actually make sure to like, subscribe, and goodbye. Oh yeah, and if you guys are wondering, Africa will be next, and then North America and South America will be next, and then the finals. Or maybe I should, yeah, alright, so make sure to like, subscribe, goodbye.